I first watched this movie a couple of years after it came out of the cinema on DVD. I think it's safe to attribute this movie to my dislike of horror films and journey towards finding a good one. I guess it's not terrible. It's just kind of dumb. Supernatural investigators, and then cut to a family moving on to the new house. They play a game of hide and clap, and then there's weird smells and scary noises. I don't know, stop tugging on my leg. And it just builds and builds and builds. And then finally the mum goes to the Warrens and she's like, can you help us guys, please? Because apparently you're the only people in the 1970s that deal with this kind of stuff. Lots of handheld shots. The camera speaks and it's like, oh, what's happening over here? Or let's check in on mum and dad. Are they going to get there in time? So there's lots of dramatic movements, but it serves a purpose, right? Dog's name, Sadie, spelled Sadie. Sad to die. I don't think that was a coincidence. There's a melody I noticed in this film, which I think I can attribute to generic horror sounds. It's my earliest recollection of hearing that melody, and once I heard it, something sort of clicked in my brain. I'm like, oh, that melody is in Heretic as well, and that it's in Lights Out. They used a lot of cliches, and it's hard to tell exactly when these cliches were made. Like I said, that little creepy melody, I consider it a cliche now, probably thanks to this movie. But I don't know how old it is, so I don't know if they invented it or whatever. The creepy, alluring, like standing and staring near the window that the mother does, and then the husband's like, "Hey, what are you doing by the window?" And then it's like that's just one example where they set up a horror cliche, and then it's paid off or it's resolved in a wholesome or safe way, where it's like, thank goodness. So there's 2 or 3 of those out through the film where I'm like, I can see where this is going. I guess it wasn't going there. That's fun. So they're building on audience expectations of horror films, and they're going, ooh, this is scary. Ha! Tricked you. It's fine. Oh, what about? No, it's fine as well. This one, also fine. And so when something creepy happens, you're fed a false sense of security of like, it's fine. James Wan's done it again. He's setting this up, and it's gonna be fine. It seems like a well-crafted movie. Everything done on purpose. That being said, without spoiling anything for you, the narrative's kind of dull, and I'm left wondering why I should care or who the movie's about. Um, just briefly, there's a bunch of college students, there's an intern, and a priest, and then there's the two families, right? Are we focusing on this family of 7? Or are we focusing on the Warrens that are coming to investigate? What? Okay. Cool. You're not feeling up to it, but you're going to do it anyway? Good job, Ed. It's hard to pin down exactly why this movie feels cliche. It's a pretty stock standard narrative. You got this house in the countryside, and oh no, it's haunted. Okay, we'll go to the college where the haunted people, to deal with the supernatural, where those people are, and get them to help us. And then they come and help, and they're like, whoa, this is shocking. It's actually haunted. Let me help you somehow. So it's, I don't know, pretty basic. There are other things going on. Which I not too invested about, to be honest. So it's definitely better than Jennifer's Body. Because Jennifer's Body was a bad movie and The Conjuring was well crafted. However, that can only get you so far. Bring Her Back isn't flawless. It does have its flaws. It's not perfect by any standards. But it was interesting. You know what I mean? It kept me engaged through the whole film. And The Conjuring, just kind of dull. Very well crafted movie. I appreciate it. But I wasn't really interested in the narrative. So that's why I'm putting The Conjuring just below Bring Her Back.